It's a new man here under center. What do you think they saw to acquire him, Charles?
I think they went back to their old scouting reports because those never go away. And I think that they liked him when he was coming out of school, didn't have the opportunity to get him. But now with this opportunity, they think they can get him back to those former level.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. And now here's a timeout called by the Colts on the defensive side of the ball. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Here we go. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. You. 58, right? Cut 19. Cut 19. Yeah. You don't want none. 58, boys. 58. 58. It's Mike. I got you. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick. Ready.
To throw is Perkins. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
You got 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. 58 Mike. You must be true. 58 Rattler.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Perkins.
And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to throw. Perkins. Escaping the pressure right. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short.
They'll try and run for it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
1st down, they go right back to Pierce.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
On 2nd down, here's Pierce.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
19 Tiger. Trap 60.
From the gun on 3rd down, Perkins. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston.
Brevin Jordan
From 10 yards out.
And the Texans are an extra point away from capturing the lead.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
I actually like the early matchup for a few reasons, Brandon. First of all, it allows you to see that in the entire offseason and know, hey, right out of the gate, we're playing a division game. Second part is it spreads them out a little bit. If you just have them all bunched up at the end of the year, that's not as much fun watching teams try to survive that gauntlet when you do have injuries down the stretch. And last but not least, let's face it, we're TV people. What a great game to sell right out of the gate.
After one, a one-point game, 7-6. The Texans here on third down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Now it's Ryan.
And this will be swung out wide for Taylor.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. Following the pickup of 4, here's second and 6.
They run once more with Taylor.
3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
Ryan now to throw on third down. Steps away.
Able to find his man, Woods.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 34-yard line. To throw is Ryan.
And he's got Pierce.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Here's Ryan. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Another try after the first down sack. Ryan under pressure, and they got to him again. Danny Shelton muscles his way in for the sack.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half. And if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal.
Ryan. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jordan Willis. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks and 3 plays. And a nice play there defensively. And this is a new acquisition, Charles. You and I were talking about it pregame. Just signed as a free agent earlier this week.
Love when they pick up those guys with something to prove. Because any guy who's a free agent off the street, no one else wanted him. So he wants to prove to the rest of the league, you should have signed me first.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, play action, and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out-and-out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. 2nd down, another run with Taylor. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Here's Ryan to throw. To the right side, complete to Taylor. And he is going to lose yardage here. 1:57 to go in this 1st half on EA Sports. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fourth down. Here's Ryan. Pass out left, caught by Woods. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Now a give to Taylor, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Big stop, G. Big stop. Let's go. Mike 42, Mike 42. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up. Mike 42, Mike 42. 54, stop. Mike 42, Mike 42. Here we go, G. Here I come. Here I come.
Now it's Ryan. Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
There's nothing like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Ryan. Got a man, it's Pittman, and he holds it in for the Colts touchdown. A great play there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes this a 9-point game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going, as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Throwing to start the drive, Perkins. He gets it to Cooks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Back to throw, Perkins. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Well, this is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Operating from the gun, Perkins. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. That's complete to Pierce. And not much happening there. He's taken down, but a late penalty flag in the backfield. Now, this looks like a roughing call. A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Flush to his right. And this is caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 33 yards that time. They'll run here with Pierce. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. Looking for Campbell downfield. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shout along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went into the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Again, it's Taylor. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. On the handoff, this is Taylor. And he goes across midfield and down into Houston territory. 73 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Three yards remain for second down. A give for Taylor running right side. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now a handoff. Taylor with it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Now Ryan. Forced out to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Ryan. Rolling to his right. This pass caught. It's Woods. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 63 yards receiving for him now, and that last catch good enough for a 1st down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Second and 10. Again, Ryan. He'll buy some time right. That one finds Pierce right side. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Taylor will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now. Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown. Out of the end zone comes Smith. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a 2-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a 3-possession game.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rodney McLeod. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
On the handoff, Taylor, and he's going to take it down to about the 35 here. 90 yards rushing for him now to this point.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2.
Hey, look, 48. Actually, don't like the 48 right now. Let's go. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Ryan. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to be intercepted.
And the Texans are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Colts are going to take possession of the football. Well, their defense got him the football with an interception. They trot out there, Charles, in the very first play. They give the football right back.
Brandon, I almost expect you coming like an auctioneer. We've got 2, we got 2. Do I hear 3? Remember, it was 2 in a row. Would we hit 3 in a row? Because these offenses, they got to be a little bit more careful as they go forward. These defenders, they're locked in and really focused.
Rolling to his, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
That's how we do it, baby.
Looking to throw. Ryan. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
53 for Mike. 53 for Mike. Let's pin the mirror back and go through.
Operating from the gun. Ryan. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble and bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Rodney McLeod.
And the Colts are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Throwing now, Ryan on 1st down. This is caught. It's Woods. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal.
Back to throw. Ryan to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal.
They'll run with Taylor. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal. Looking to throw. Ryan flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. He's at the 50. 30. The 20. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Boy, a big play right there. I mean, a touchdown on this drive could have really put some separation on the scoreboard. Instead, it's the defense who scores. And, partner, we got a game again.
And we do have one because of what you just described. A defense that understood what was going on in this game and did something about it. They knew their offense needed some help. They just provided it. They're back in this one.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Go, 51, down. Mike 48. Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set it.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the Texans are going to take possession of the football. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
Shaquille Leonard, the All-Pro, in on the tackle.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
70 Rangers. 3 bucks.
To throw on 2nd down, Perkins. And a quick throw here, that's complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he's brought down. 63 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that. But I think that
And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Dameon Pierce making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Texans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
now a big two-point conversion attempt still to come. They'll try and throw for it. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Back to throw. Ryan.
Caught by Woods.
They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
On second down, it's Taylor. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all.
This offense on third down today, 5 out of 9 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3.
From the gun, it's Taylor.
And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
I know the game's not over, but there's got to be a sense of satisfaction right now for the guy carrying the football a bunch today. 99 yards, and he has enough time to go over the century mark.
Well, you got to give it to him again, right?
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You're not worried about losing yardage here. You're not worried about any of that. You just want to get him to the promised land for every runner. 100 yards or more in a game.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the 4th quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
The give to Taylor. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
104 yards rushing here for Taylor. He's got a 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Well, that sack backs Ryan and the Colts up a bit here, facing a 3rd and long. Looking to throw. And this one is incomplete.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. That's returnable now for Smith. So holding on the return, and that's going to back him up to start the drive.
He was trying to get the job done correctly, just trying to clear a little space for his returner. Ended up getting a little too much jersey and hooked the guy, hence the flag.
A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. Throwing on 1st down, Perkins. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Perkins, flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he's got some space here. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Charles, are you kidding me? 4 interceptions? I mean, that's a good season for a lot of defensive backs.
A lot of reason to get voted into the Pro Bowl. When you have 4 in one game, I mean, talk about a campaign slogan, right? I got 4. Send me to the Pro Bowl, guys. What a game we've experienced watching this one.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running straight ahead, Taylor. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Going jet sweep, here's Campbell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. But derailing that play from the start was Christian Harris. He got back there and stuck him for a loss behind the line of scrimmage. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. Now
on 2nd and 13. Ryan dancing to his left.
And he'll be marked down at about the 26-yard line.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down.
Here's Ryan. Touchdown! Jelani Woods with his first career NFL touchdown.
And the Colts get an important score there to extend their lead here in this fourth quarter.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Sanchez now. He'll kick it away following the touchdown.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and then also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And Smith chooses not to return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now.
Here's 2nd and 8. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jordan. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 23 yards the pickup there. They go play action here on first down. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Houston. Brandon Cooks, 50 yards.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use it, strictly for pride.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. Being chased out left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They run with Taylor. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season, but this was a division game here in week 1. And to come through with a 1-0 start against a division opponent gives you a little something extra heading forward for the rest of the season.
Yeah, let's pile it all into one game, right? Opening the season, and you open within the division. You knew the motivation was going to be there on both sidelines. One just executed better and earned the win.
So for the Colts, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Houston, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
I'm the best, and I got it, on my own. Keep my way up, go. If I touch it, then it's cold, I'm the best.